Well, we've been let out after lockdown. Woohoo! So yeah, we're out and about. I've come down the local seafront with my son, and we're doing a bit of LRF today. Got the little 7-foot rod, light braid, and a little soft plastic. And there's definitely fish about. I've already had a couple of little school bass. There's a feeding frenzy going on out there. There's seagulls obviously sitting over the top of a bait fish ball. Unfortunately we can't get to them because the pontoon is closed off, so we're not allowed access at the moment, but we're just going to fish along the seafront wall and see if we can catch a few fish. Nice bass. Just changed over to a metal jig because they're a bit too far out for me to reach with the soft plastic. And after a few casts, managed to bag a nice little bass. Found the method, I think. Lovely. Well, as you can see, we're getting a few fish now. Boy Wonder over there is catching a few, stealing my spot after I invited him to it. I moved over so I could do a bit of B-roll, and he's managing to poach my spot. Right, while he's busy catching fish and poaching my spot, I'll tell you what we're doing. So we're using the normal LRF gear, and decided to switch over to some metals, using these little 5 and 7 gram metals, basically just so that we can reach the fish. They're sat probably what, 40-50 yards out. They're sat 40-50 yards out, and the little soft plastics and jig heads are just too light, so we're using metals to try and reach them. It's a bit crude, there's not much finesse to it, we're just whacking it out, winding it back in, but we're catching fish. So at the end of the day, it's all about catching fish, especially when you've been stuck in lockdown for, well, I'm not sure how many weeks now. So anyway, looks like the seagulls are back, so perhaps the bait fish are back as well, so we're going to carry on fishing. not bad for an impromptu session. Not a brilliant tide, just a very small neat tide tonight, but we thought we'd come down and try, and we've managed to catch a few fish, so we're very pleased with ourselves. So fingers crossed that we'll catch a few more next time. So if you've enjoyed the film, please subscribe and leave any comments down below for us. If you want to ask any questions about what we've been doing, by all means do so, and we'll do our best to answer your questions. Thanks for watching, see you next time.